Hello, welcome to News Vortex. We have compiled the latest developments in Turkey for you. Let's start with our first news without wasting any time. In Germany, where aid campaigns were organized for Turkey and Syria after the earthquake centered in Kahramanmaraş, an announcement made in a hospital caused reactions. In a written announcement made by the Ulm University Hospital in the state of Baden Württemberg, it was stated that expired or throwaway materials could be sent to the earthquake zones. While the announcement attracted the reaction of Turkish citizens, the hospital administration made a statement on the issue. In a written statement made by the hospital, it was noted that the aid campaign in question was not organized by the hospital and said, "The announcement is not an official letter of our university hospital." The text in question was taken from an email and internal correspondence. "We are very sorry for the misunderstanding." In the rest of the statement, information was given about the hospital's activities on the subject. Currently expired, but fully functional, high-quality and original packaged items such as bandages, stomach tubes or probes are collected at hospital stations. These materials, which clearly do not contain any medicines, are being handed over to some initiatives to support crisis regions. Materials that have not expired and are necessary for patient care cannot be given to third parties by the hospital. The filling rate of the Doğancı Dam, which is located at the foothills of Uludag and is Bursa's drinking water source, remained at 24% due to drought. Nilüfer Dam has almost completely dried up. According to the data on the website of Bursa Water and Sewerage Administration, Buski, 7,575,000 cubic meters of water remained in the Doğancı Dam in the city with an average daily water consumption of 400,000 cubic meters. Doğancı Dam has reached its lowest level since its establishment in 1983. As a precautionary measure, Buski sent a warning message to the cell phones of every subscriber in the city to save water. In addition, billboards in many parts of the city displayed warnings about saving water. Buski General Manager Dunger Gülünk made the following statements.
Unfortunately, our region was also affected by global climate change this year. Our dams are currently at their lowest level since the establishment of Buski. We currently have no water left in Nilüfer Dam. There is 24% water in Doğancı Dam. We regret that they have reached this level. We hope that these levels will return to normal with the snowfall that started in Uludag in recent days, but we are very sad today. Due to the decrease in water levels, we made a call to the people of Bursa to use water economically with the instruction of Mayor Alanur Aktas. We sent SMS to the phones of our subscribers. We also wrote a warning text on water bills about saving. We expect support and contribution from our citizens. We hope they will obey this call. We have not left Bursa without water even once until today, and we hope that it will not be left without water in the future. We have many works. We have reduced our water loss and leakage rate from 65% to 20%. And we received an award in Ankara for reducing water leakage to a low level. If we had not reduced the loss and leakage to this level, we would have had water problems even if we had built 3 more dams in addition to these 2 dams. There is a project where we aim to take 145 million cubic meters of water from Sinarsik Dam, which will be the 3rd dam to feed Bursa. As of today, negotiations in terms of financing have been completed. Approvals have been received and tender dates have been set. With this dam, we will ensure that Bursa will not have drinking water problems in the next 30 years.
President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan held a telephone conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin and French President Emmanuel Macron. According to a statement released by the Presidential Communications Directorate, during the phone call with Russian President Putin, developments regarding the earthquakes in Turkey and the Russia-Ukraine war, which has completed its first year, were discussed. President Erdoğan thanked Russian President Putin for his solidarity in response to the earthquake. Stating that a just peace should be established without further loss of life and destruction in the Russia-Ukraine war, President Erdoğan expressed that they sincerely want the agreement reached in Istanbul to be revived and that they are ready to make every contribution in this regard. According to a statement released by the Presidential Communications Directorate, during the meeting, French President Macron conveyed his condolences for the earthquakes in Turkey. President Erdoğan thanked France for its support and solidarity in this process. During the meeting, issues regarding Turkey-France relations were also discussed. While discussions on postponing the elections after the earthquakes continue, a remarkable statement came from the presidency. Speaking to the U.S. press, presidential spokesperson Ibrahim Kalin said,
"Unless there is a political consensus to the contrary in the coming days, the tendency is to hold the elections on time. At the moment, it looks like it will be on May 14th.
While opposition parties argued that the election should not be postponed, the government wing said it was not right to discuss this, saying the country was facing a major disaster. On the other hand, former Parliament Speaker Bülent Arınç, one of the founders of the AK party, said that the election should be postponed urgently so that the state bureaucracy can focus on healing the wounds of our citizens. While Arınç's statement sparked controversy, CHP leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu said,
"Since there is no war, the elections cannot be postponed."
Moreover, Bloomberg agency had earlier reported that Erdoğan wanted to stick to the election calendar plan. President Erdoğan held talks with his staff last week on the election calendar. As a result of these discussions, May 14th came to the fore, but June 18th was also kept on the table. Ekşi Sözlük, one of Turkey's most visited websites, has been blocked with the decision taken by BTK, Information and Communication Technologies Authority. Although the reason was initially unknown, one after another statements and news were made today. If we briefly summarize the reason for the blocking of the site in the statement made by Ekşi Sözlük, it is said that the decision to block access was taken because the authors on the platform gave false information to the public, misled the society, and despite this, their posts and comments were not removed. The platform says that the relevant interventions were made, but just like the technical problems experienced by GSM operators, all articles and comments could not be intervened instantly, due to the decrease in the speed of intervention due to a large accumulation on the site after the disaster. We were able to have a meeting with BTK and we also received the decision of the Criminal Court of Peace, the decision number of which we have shared with you before. The decision was issued in accordance with Article 8/A of Law No. 5651 with the letter of the General Directorate of Security Affairs of the Presidential Administrative Affairs Presidency, and no content has been cited as a record of this decision. The reason for the blocking of our entire site is that the public was given false information by the writers of Sour Dictionary, that the society was tried to be directed, that although the access blocking decisions issued by the criminal judgeships of peace were fulfilled by the administration of Sour Dictionary, the public order was affected by the fact that the society could not access accurate information during this period, and that untrue information was given about the military and state institutions. Especially after the earthquake, it has been determined that there are posts that attempt to manipulate the society and show the state in an incapacitated state, that there are posts aiming to create an environment of turmoil between segments of society, and that the site administrators do not show the necessary reaction to false and slanderous articles, internal control is not provided, and harmful posts and comments are not blocked by the management of Sour Dictionary. As pointed out in the justification, as a website subject to the legislation of the Republic of Turkey, we implement court decisions and fulfill all other legal obligations with sensitivity. However, we use our moderation efficiency at the highest capacity in social events such as the recent disaster. Just as GSM operators experience disruptions in their operations due to backlogs, the speed of response may slow down due to the increase in content much faster than normal in such events. We will work to prevent these increases. However, as everyone will agree, even in these cases, our response speed is faster than any other social media platform we can compare. We have the same sensitivities as our users and readers. In such major incidents, we do not only see our responsibility within the framework of the law, but we also strive to take action quickly as a humanitarian. Although our responsibility as a hosting provider is limited by the law, we are sensitive to content that may cause outrage in society, and we intervene in such headlines and content. In our interventions, we do not discriminate any segment, thought or person, and we always try to protect polyphony. Although this effort may not make anyone happy today, our aim is not to make anyone happy, but to keep the record of social memory by allowing people from all walks of life to express their opinions. We will apply for all legal remedies against the decision. We will share with you in case of any development. Thank you for all your support so far. What do you think about this issue? Don't forget to share your opinions with us in the comments. We have come to the end of today's news. Thank you for watching and we wish you healthy and safe days. See you in the next video.